Good morning, y'all. Well, I'm still in my sewing room. I've just changed sides. It is dark and gloomy outside. There's a window on my left, but there's just not a lot of light coming in there. So I've turned around and trying to get a little bit more light so y'all can see. This behind me is my fabric closet. I had my husband take the doors off of it because it was hard to get fabric in and out like I wanted to, and now it's kind of graduated from just fabric to also contain a lot of cross stitch stuff. I am not going to show you that. It is a total mess right now. I moved furniture in here in the sewing room a couple of weeks ago, and everything I couldn't find a place for I threw in that closet until I could get back to it. So at some point I'll do that, but not today. And I wanted to show you this little picture. Years and years and years ago, when I was still a high school counselor, one of my students wrote this poem and framed it and gave it to me for Mother's Day. He was a student I had worked with a lot, and it says, the title of it is Mom. Moms are an endangered species. They are good people. They patch you up and repair your defects. A mechanic of kids. I just love that. It stays here in my sewing room all the time as a reminder of what my job is as a mother. Okay, I have lots to tell you. It is Sunday morning. It's the first weekend in November, so we had a time change. I don't do well with time changes. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, or maybe it was 5:30. It was one of those two times, but on the clock it said 4:30. I think if it had been yesterday, it would have been 5:30. I think that's the way that works. Maybe not. I don't know, but it was really early, and so I'm already up and showered and dressed and ready to go to church. In deference to the weather and to the fact that I got up at an ungodly hour, I am going to wear jeans to church today. You can't see those, but that's okay. I have them on. I go to a service that's pretty laid back, and so you can kind of wear whatever you want to, which is a good thing some days for me. This has been a really busy month. I've had the baby a lot. Cade has grown so much. He's crawling everywhere in my house. I can't keep him in one spot. He has learned that in the kitchen, on the cabinet by the sink, is where I fix his bottles. So when he gets hungry, he just crawls to the kitchen and tries to climb the cabinets and cries. Nice signal for, okay, Grandma, I'm hungry. He also is pulling up on everything and then falling down quite a bit. He has a few scratches and a few bumps. He's going to be a very active little boy. He's not little by any means. He's quite big, and he wants to walk. He's 6.5 months now, and his favorite thing is to pull up and for you to hold on to his hands, and he sort of dances there. It won't be a lot longer, I'm afraid, before he'll be toddling around. He's going to be one of those early walkers. Two of my children were. We had another little incident at our house this month. I had to take my husband to the emergency room one morning. And trust me, for him to come in and say, I need to go, then I can tell you he's in a lot of pain. The only other time he's ever said that, there were 2 times. One was with kidney stones, and he's done that a couple of times. And one was with a broken ankle. This time it was his ankle again, and we kind of thought it was broken, but it was not. It was cellulitis, which is, I don't know anything about it. It was a skin infection. So they put him on a pretty powerful antibiotic, and he's iced it and elevated it, and I've waited on him, and he's taken some ibuprofen, and he's taken his medicine, and I've waited on him. Not so bad, actually. He's a pretty good patient, but it's much, much better today. We're glad for that. And for those of you who have asked me about my aunt, Joyce, her leg where she broke it, her femur, has healed very, very well. And so she's out of the wheelchair and off the walker and all that stuff. But her arthritis is worsened. I don't know why, but it's quite a lot worse. And so she's really hobbling around. But, you know, she remains in good spirits. She is going to be 79 in December. And her breathing is a little worse, so she's using oxygen most of the time. And as you know, she's blind. So all of those things kind of work together to exacerbate each other. But she's doing well, and we're pleased that she's able to do what she's able to do. So that's about it for that. I'm getting pretty close to 2,000 subscribers. I don't remember, 1930 something maybe. So pretty soon I'm going to be looking at a giveaway. I've been gathering up patterns. I think that this time what I will do is give away several patterns. So y'all be looking for that. And I'd like to do some shout outs. I don't remember who I listed last time, so I might be saying some of them twice. Some of them are very new. Some of them are just new to me, and some of you have been watching them forever. But I've had some time. Cade doesn't mind watching Flosstube when he's really tired. He will sit in my lap and watch several people he likes a lot. Melanie Smith, I think I mentioned Melanie last time. Melanie does a variety of things. One of her most recent videos is about dyeing with walnut shells. I don't know, with walnut. Primitive Stitcher also did a recent video about dyeing with walnut crystals. So if you're interested in that at all, you should check both of those out because they have great information. A brand new one, Holly and Anita, who are two teachers, best friends, I've watched one of their videos, and I saw this morning they just posted a second one, which I've not seen yet. But they're very funny, and the video's short, so y'all watch it. It's real cute. So Createful, S-E-W, Createful is a really good one. And Homesteading on the Homefront, she lives in Guam, but will be coming home next year. Has some great videos. Elena B, I don't know if I mentioned her last time or not either, but she is a precious young lady who lives in San Francisco and is a baker. She has a bakery. She sent me cookies a couple of weeks ago, a big box of cookies, and bless her heart, they were absolutely wonderful. My husband wasn't home when they came. She had them in two separate boxes inside of a big box, and I very seriously contemplated hiding one of those boxes in there, but I didn't. My conscience overcame, and I had them all out when he got home. And needless to say, they're gone, so I can't show them to you, but they were wonderful. Elena's in Paris right now, or maybe on her way home soon, but she's posted some beautiful pictures of cross-stitch shops there and bakeries as well. So look for her on Instagram. She's and her sister, Olivia B, is a doll too. Stitching Jules. She's been doing videos for a while, and I don't know how I didn't find her before. She's a veterinarian, and I really have enjoyed watching her as well. Always Priscilla and Chelsea. And if you haven't seen the latest one, the Frosty, I don't remember the name, Frosty Acres, Frosty Village, something that they put in a window, is just adorable. I'd also like to mention Rachel Danowitz. Rachel hasn't had a video on in a while, but she just posted her baby announcement, and it's so cute, and I cried because she cried. So y'all take a look at that one as well. And then a shout out to some people, Michelle Rudy and Mama Joan, who just are coming out of the Minneapolis, Minnesota retreat. I did not get to go, but I saw so many pictures and videos and heard so many wonderful things that I would just like to say congratulations to both of them, and I'm so sorry I couldn't have been there. And Arlene Cohen and McKenna are putting together a retreat for May in Newark, New Jersey, that everyone's really excited about. There was a lot of frenzy on the sign-up day, and people are just so excited, so we're all going to look forward to that one. Okay, let's get to stitching stuff. I have a couple of finishes I want you to see. Last time I showed you my spooky eye chart. And let me see if I can back up a little. It's hard to see against that black and white check, isn't it? I told you I found this stand at Hobby Lobby on their 50% off thing for fall. And I just turned it around. It was solid black on the back. And how did I attach that? I don't remember. I think I put magnets on there. I'm not going to pull it off to see, but I think I put magnets on there. And that leaves me this side, which I can paint black and put something else on. And I have a shelf in my living room, glass shelves that are open on both sides from into 2 rooms. And so I want to do that for each season. I must have put magnets on there because I knew I wanted to take it off. Anyway, that's my spooky eye chart. And then this one, Home of a Needleworker 2. Many of you have done this one. I finished it this month. Now, it had in the pattern a small border across the top and across the bottom. I chose not to put those on. I thought it had enough without those. I may change my mind when it comes time to frame it, when I see what it fits into and how it looks. And I might just add the small one at the top. But I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Whips. What have I been working on? Well, I'm doing a stitch along with Buckeye Stitcher and a couple of others. My brain's frozen right now. I don't remember who else is doing this. But a few of us. And this is where needle minder off. This is where I am on this one. The top. I've started at the top. I love stitching this. There are not very many threads in this one. Not very many different colors. But it's a lot of fun to stitch, and I'm anxious to get back to it. I'm going to a retreat this coming weekend in Sevierville, Tennessee, with several other folks, some Flosstubers and some that watch Flosstube and some that don't do either. Small retreat. I think there may be 25 of us. So I think I'm going to take that one with me. And then I Bring Thee Joy by Pineberry Lane. And this one's a very dark picture. It's really hard to see. And I apologize for that, but it's just the picture. I couldn't do anything about it. I chose to do this on a blue. I don't remember the exact color. But all I've gotten done on this are the tree stems. And I'll explain why. Because this is my piece that I keep beside the rocking chair. And when I'm keeping Cade, and he is otherwise occupied, which means his grandfather has him. He adores his grandfather. He likes him more than me. And I'm the one with the food. Anyway, that's the one I work on when he is otherwise occupied, which isn't very often. I also started Letters from Santa. This is a wonderful pattern. I just love it. And it's a Brenda Gervais pattern. I don't remember the name of this cloth, but if you're interested at all, if you just comment, I'll look it up for you. I did tea dye it. Whoops. I'm dropping things everywhere, y'all. And I'm getting on with this one. I still have, there's a vertical row where the C is right here that goes down this way, and then the A goes right here. Santa is here. There is the pattern shows a snowman right in here, which I am choosing to leave off. Because of the color of this fabric after I tea dyed it, I believe it was marshmallow that they wanted to do the snowman in. It's the same color as this fabric. So I did a pure white on the little bitty snowman, but I don't think I want that much white up here. So I think I'm just going to leave that snowman off, and I might just add another tree. Well, there went my needle minder on the ground. I'll just drop that one there. And then I started Blackbird Designs Loose Feathers Summer. This was a gift from my friend Judy Fricker in Tulsa. She sent me all 3 of these. And this is how far I have gotten on this one. She also sent me this needle minder. I showed that to y'all before. These are the most beautiful colors. The flower is not showing up very well, especially in this light, but it also doesn't show really well on this fabric. When I have finished this, if I still think that it's not showing, I think I will probably do a back stitch on it. I'm not sure what color, maybe a darker gold, that sort of a yellowish gold. And I think I could back stitch it in a little bit darker one and have it show up a little bit better. And those, with one exception, that's all I've worked on this last month. I did start and finish an ornament that I'm going to take for the ornament exchange for the retreat this weekend. And it's in the other room and already in a package, so I'm not going to get that one out. I'm watching my phone because that's my list of what I'm supposed to talk about. I got some gifts this month. I told you that Elena sent me cookies. I'll just tell y'all that again because I like to brag like that. I also got a pattern that I was getting ready to order. Isn't it adorable? Kringle and Woolard, Plum Street Samplers. Cannot wait to stitch that one. I'm going to kit it up this afternoon. And it is from a friend, Diane Williscraft, who, I didn't ask her if I could say that, but it's too late. I already said it. Thank you, Diane. And I also got from Kathleen's Trodden Trail. She sent me a pattern that I had asked her about, the Town of Halloween. Many of you have stitched that, and I don't have I don't know what I did with it, but I don't have it here. But she also included a needle minder. You see that against my shirt? It's like a haunted house. Too cute. And some fabric to do some finishing with, a homespun, and then a print with butterflies. Oh, I know exactly what I want to do with those butterflies. I'm going to lay that aside. Just came to me. Oh, this is the card that Elena sent with my cookies. Pretty, pretty. And I had recently sent something to Donna from D Squared because it was something she was looking for and I had. And so as a thank you, she sent me 2 Rosewood Manor patterns. Birds of a Feather and April Tulips. And one other that I forgot to bring in here, mainly because I'm already using it all. I had sent something to Michelle Rudy, And she sent me a couple of little things, that some of her soap, pumpkin spice, and then one that's roses, and a thread palette that she had painted. And I know she gave those as gifts to the people at the retreat, so I was thrilled to get that. And also a needle minder, a black cat. Just very sweet stuff. And Michelle, I just want to say thank you for that, and I appreciate it so much. I love Miss Michelle and watching her videos. I love her dog who's going to have puppies. I'm jealous. Anyway. Now, I bought a few things. It's okay. I'm still under budget. But I'm getting close. I'm going to have to sell a few more bags if I'm going to stay under budget. Because, you know, I told y'all I was only spending as much as I was taking in. And so far, I've sold enough bags that I've been able to cover everything I've bought. So if anybody's interested, email me, because I'm getting really close to the end of my budget. Haven't there been some beautiful bags out there? Oh my goodness. Emily C., she had some of the most gorgeous bags for sale. And Mama Jones, they're just adorable. She made one for everybody at that retreat. I can't even imagine such a thing. Okay, moving on. It's after Halloween, and at Hobby Lobby yesterday, on the 66% off table, I found this. Gonna paint that thing black? Yes, the black cat is adorable. I could leave him and just paint this side black and put a cross stitch in there. Maybe you have a black cat. I don't know, but it's going to be great to put a cross stitch in. And some of you know that Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale. I have a big Heaven and Earth design called The Letter. It's kitted, it's ready to go. And I have not put the first stitch in it because it scares me totally to death. Y'all know I don't do real good with big projects. I tend to put them off. But come January, I'm going to work on all my big projects. All of them. I'm going to do some kind of rotation. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something because I got to get those things started. But this one is a mini. I know. Mini with hate is not saying much, is it? This one is called A Real Snow Job. It's by Jane Wooster Scott. You've probably seen her work. I just love it. I think it is beautiful. Maybe this winter. We'll see. I've also totally lost my mind. The last time Jerry and I were in Branson, the hotel where we were staying was like 2 doors down from a wool shop. I love wool. You know, I do some wool applique. When I get my Christmas stuff out, I'll show y'all some of that. So I went down just to see what she had, and she was alone, and the owner was alone, and working on a punch needle design. Well, Kathleen's Trodden Trail does punch needle, and her stuff is so beautiful. And then I thought, well, you know, I have some of the stuff that it would take to do punch needle. I have lots of floss, and I even have a hook I think would work. I just don't have the needle. So I ordered the needle. And then Vanna, on her last video, showed some needle punch that she has done and is working on. When am I going to do another hobby? I don't know. Okay. Patterns I bought. I bought some fabric too, but I don't know what I did with it. It's with my other fabric, I guess. I bought Peace House by Lottie Da. Crosses of the Kingdom, Rosewood Manor. Stitching Jules, this one is your fault. It is well with my soul from my big toe. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Heartstring Samplery, Someday at Christmas. Man will not fail. Hate will be gone, love will prevail. Well, who wouldn't love that? Especially lately. We are all thinking someday it's all going to stop, the violence. And I bought 2 of the welcome patterns from the Drawn Thread. I bought Welcome Christmas and Welcome Winter. And then Hineberry Lane had a sale. So I bought Martha Brown's Marking Sampler. Adorable. And then I bought God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. I have so many Christmas patterns. How am I ever going to get these stitched? And A Faithful Friend. Remember well and bear in mind a faithful friend is hard to find. And that's the sum total of my purchases. Since I'm going to Sevierville to a retreat this coming weekend, I'm planning to go to Dixie Darling. 1 sampler, that's all I can have, 1. Maybe some fabric, that'll be okay. No more patterns. 1 sampler. Somebody who's going to that retreat, remind me of that. Remind me of that when I'm standing in Dixie Darling, okay? Last weekend, I had some friends come to my house for the weekend. Once a year, 4 of my girlfriends come here, and we spend the weekend together. There were 6 of us total, and we've lost 1. There are now 5. We call ourselves Sisters of the Heart because we have known each other and loved each other since junior high, some senior high, but literally all that time. And we graduated from high school in 1964, so in May, that will be 53 years. One of our friends, one of the girls, brought us all this pen called Sisters, 5 Sisters. What a treasure. What a treasure. I don't know that I will wear that as a pen. I'm very seriously thinking about taking the back off and making a needle minder out of it. Because I don't dress up a lot, you know. On Sundays, that's the only time I get out of my grubby clothes. And I would love to use this on some of my stitching. So I may do that. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that. Should I do that? Okay, y'all. That's about it. I'm getting close to 30 minutes, and 30 minutes was about all the time I had. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm going to go do that and finish getting ready for church. I hope that we're on time and not early or late. I got up and took a shower thinking it was 7:30, but then realized that I had not changed one of the clocks in my bedroom, and that's the one I had looked at, so it was 6:30 when I took my shower. It'll take me a while to get all the clocks changed. I don't know about y'all. I hope everyone has a great week, gets lots of stitching done. Y'all say a prayer for me as I travel to Sevierville by myself. Yes, I am going alone. I'm going to take 2 days to drive there just because it'll be easier for me to do that. But it's going to be lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. seeing everybody and meeting some new folks. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.